Good morning, it's Andrew Smith from Royal LePage, Kelowna. Welcome to Coffee with Andy. It's Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. This is a Kelowna weekly housing update. This one for the week ending Sunday, June 7th. So we're on autopilot. I could mail this in. 64 residential sales with a median sale price of $977,000, which is just about identical to the previous week, with 65 residential sales. That's good. Consistency is good. Predictability is good. We're in the kind of housing market where you want to sell your house, you have to accept the fact that there's going to be a little pain. If you think your house is worth 1.3, it might be worth 1.2. And I know you can't build it for that, and your neighbors sold for 1.4. You paid 1.3, but it's just in that the people who are selling now are the ones who have just sort of been realistic and are saying, this is what it takes to sell my house in this housing market. And we're in it right now. This is the spring market. It's beautiful out. The tourists are here. This is when typically we see the most volume of real estate transactions go through any real estate office in the Okanagan. And that's our number, 65, 64. I bet it's going to be somewhere above 60 next week and below 70 next week. You know this too. We all wish it was higher, but that's where we are. There's 1,870 houses for sale. So that works out to about 7 months of supply. It's still a buyer's market, but not as much as it was a year ago. And we're getting to the point where it's going to be balanced. At some point, there's going to be 6 months worth of supply. Right now, there's 7, and it's a buyer's market, and buyers can be a little bit choosier these days. But we're still seeing a lot of volume. Looking at condos, oh my gosh, 20 apartment sales last week. I have time in this 4-minute video to name them all if I felt like it, but yeah, 20 is no good. It was 27 the week before. That wasn't any good, and it got worse. 960 active condos on the market. Boy, oh boy, something's got to give on that market pretty soon, right? And with all the vacant ones, but nevertheless, 20 more sales. There'll be 25, maybe 30 next week. But yeah, that's kind of where the market is with condos. Fire insurance. Last word about fire insurance. If you have bought a house and are closing, inquire right now. Once you don't even finish watching this, do it right now. Go to your insurance broker and say, hey, I've got a house closing in June, July, August, or September. I need to have house insurance because it's the Okanagan, and you know what happens here sometimes in the summertime. But yeah, enough on that. If you're dealing with an out-of-town real estate agent, say from Vancouver or Calgary, who might not be familiar with our market, make sure you do it yourself. Like, you might not be told. If you're dealing with a local realtor, they're going to be all over this. But if you're dealing with an out-of-town realtor, we've had situations where they just don't realize it till the last minute. And if you're in a situation where it's smoky here, it might be difficult to get insurance. But for the time being, oh my gosh, it's beautiful out. We're just having a wonderful June, and yeah, the weather's been hot. Lots of tourists around. People walking around eating ice cream cones and rollerblading. Middle of summer, it seems like. Thanks for watching. See you guys next Tuesday.